So, as I come into Robin Hood's Bay, I get talking to this guy who lives around here, and obviously, like usual, people ask me questions, you know, obviously I'm carrying all this stuff. He's like, where are you staying tonight? And I say, I'm finding a spot. And he's like, okay, there's this spot, you walk down this hill, and there's these signs saying no camping allowed. However, his own words saying he doesn't think I'll be bothered. He doesn't think I'll be bothered. Now, where he's guiding me is, it's pretty secluded. It is pretty secluded. Now, there's this sign behind me. I'll show you what it says. This is not a designated camping area. So again, you've got to listen to the wording of this. You've got to acknowledge the wording of this. This doesn't say no camping not allowed, even if it did say that, that's again a request, not you cannot do it. But it doesn't say that. It's saying this area is not recommended to camping. Now look at it. Literally look at it. There's a bit of something up there which I don't know, they can kind of see from up there along here. But the guy said, if I stay here tonight, I'm not going to be bothered. So I think I'm going to disobey that order and I'm going to sleep right here because my feet are killing. I've been non-stop walking all day and I can't be bothered doing no more walking. So this is the only place that he could think of where I could stay. So yeah, I know it's saying that it's not a designated camping area because again, it's one of them cases where I think they'd rather people didn't camp here, because once I think one person starts doing it, more people will do it. But it's that case of they'd rather people didn't do it. This is not a designated camping area. Well, it's not. I mean, it is a little bit, you know, it's not very appealing, is it? It's not very appealing. I mean, I don't know though. Look at it. You've got these benches and picnic benches all the way along here, and then you've got this nice view out to sea. But we've got a flat bit here. We've literally got a flat bit here, and again, are any police or people going to come down here when it's dark throughout the night? This is what I'm saying. This is the thing where you know, yes, there are councils and individuals and people trying to put a stop to wild camping, but then you've got to ask, who's going to monitor it? How are they going to monitor it? They're going to have to pay people to scout these areas. People are going to have to work nights and scout these areas, walking up and down places like this at night, which I'm guessing not many people will actually do. So the thing is, nobody's going to come here. Once it goes dark, nobody's going to come along here. And so, I'm not going to be bothered by anybody. So, sorry, but I know you'd rather people didn't, but sometimes it's necessary. And I'm staying here tonight. But right now it's a little bit early. So I'm going to wait a little bit until I do put my tent up, and I'm just going to chill and yeah, and that be that until the sun goes down a bit, and then I'll put my tent up. So this is the problem. This is the issue right now. So it's only 7:15. It's 7:15, so it's still early. But I'm shattered. I am genuinely really tired from all the walking. But it's still early and too light to sleep. Now the problem is picking where I am now. I'm down low. So when I'm down low, because I'm blocked by the hills, I've got no signal. I've literally, if I stay up top, it's one of them where if I stay up top, I'm more in the open and, you know, it's more windier. Whereas if I come down lower, I'm sheltered from the wind. I'm sheltered, obviously. I'm literally here. There's no one around to bother me. But I've got no signal.
I've literally got no signal. So it's one of them now where there's not much to do. I've literally done some journaling. I've got a book to read, but I'm too tired to read. So it's like, I want to sleep, but it's too early to sleep. So it's just basically sitting here and admiring that view. And basically lie here until I doze off, because I've got nothing. I could walk around for another couple of hours if I wanted to and come back here, but like I say, I'm too tired to do any more walking. I'm literally too tired to do any more walking. I'd love to walk around for a few more hours and kill time and kill daylight, but I'm too exhausted, so I'd rather just take the weight off my feet. But then it's lying here and hoping I drift off to sleep. But because I'm quite a bit of a night owl, I'm so used to sort of like going to sleep late, I'm not going to go to sleep till it's gone dark and whatnot. So it's one of them where don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, because it soon passes. Regardless, you know, the time always soon passes, and before I know it, it's dark, and then I fall off to sleep and it's morning, and then start again fresh tomorrow. But it just makes it that little bit easier when, you know, I've got the internet and I can watch a little bit of social media, upload my videos if I need to and whatnot. But yeah, literally got zero signal, so there's not really a lot I can do. Morning guys, what an absolutely beautiful boiling, may I add, morning. It is absolutely stunning. Like, if I do that, you can't see me, how bright that sun is. It is absolutely gorgeous, and what such a peaceful night as well. So it's like, if I'm quiet, birds tweeting everywhere, sounds of nature. Oh, just literally got my stuff on the shorts. See, this is the other reason why I love the sun. Free energy, not just for us, but for our phones too. I don't need to go in anywhere to use the Wi-Fi, and well, I need the Wi-Fi. I need the Wi-Fi sometimes, but I don't need to go in anywhere to charge my stuff up when you've got one of these. And yeah, does wonders, works wonders. And yeah, free energy, you know what I mean? Free energy for our bodies and free energy for our phone. How awesome. And I'll show you where I am in a minute. Who says I can't camp here? Ha! You council lot need to learn a thing or two about us wild campers. But guys, look at this. Absolutely stunning. Now, if you can see right over there, looking at that and what I've got to walk into after yesterday, looks pretty daunting. Pretty daunting. So I was maybe thinking of having a look at the buses from here to the next place. Go and have a look at a couple of buses and see where they go to, you know, and go and have a travel on a bus a few stops down. But with the weather being so nice, like, I thought after yesterday I'd be absolutely knackered and my legs and my feet would be absolutely killing me, but they're not. I don't feel too bad. I really don't feel too bad. So with the weather being so nice, I'm gonna walk again. I'm gonna set off walking again and see how far I get. I'll probably regret that decision later on today, but yeah, I'm sure there'll be buses somewhere along the way that I can hop onto if I change my mind. But yeah, I'm gonna have a venture down onto the next place. But yeah, I need to come out of here, walk up a big hill, and I'll show you where I am. So yes guys, I am in Robin Hood's Bay, and yesterday I walked
down there off the coast path, past all the hotels and shops and whatnot. Made my way down there, and then now I'm walking down there somewhere into the rest of Robins Bay before I made my descent somewhere, I'm guessing along there, which right now looks very, very daunting to me, very, very daunting. So yeah, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it nevertheless. Clouds have moved in though. The clouds have moved in. It just changes so fast. The wind's picked up and the clouds have moved in. So once again, another very, very steep hill. Walk down here, and this is the part that takes you into the old town. So let's have a look around here. I can't imagine much is going to be open right now because it's still very, very early. So let's see. Laurel Cottage. Oh, so small and quirky once again, isn't it? Just, you know, awesome. I love it. Fossil shop. Oh, I've got to continue up that way. But I'm just going to have a quick look round here and then carry on down the coast path. Dang it. Guys, honest opinion down in the comments, do you agree with having to pay to go to the toilet? Do you agree with it? So my opinion on it is I don't think you should have to pay to relieve yourself. Actually, I want to go down there. I don't think you should have to pay to relieve yourself. Peeing and relieving yourself is just as natural as breathing. So just imagine every time you take a breath, you have to pay 40, 50p or something. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about this yesterday actually, and like, what about all them people that are, you know, pregnant women or people who have got a very, very, very weak bladder? So if you're busting for the loo, you're absolutely busting for the loo, and you need the toilet, and you go and you've got no change on you, you've got no money on you, what do you do? What do you do? Pee yourself, or just relieve yourself wherever you can? Relieve yourself outside, and then obviously you can get done for indecent exposure then, can't you, really? So I don't know where I'm going now. So for that, I don't agree with it. I don't think you should have to pay to relieve yourself. However, the other side of the argument to that is, obviously to maintain the toilets. You know, it's to pay the cleaners and keep them maintained and whatnot, which I do get, which I do understand. But I just think it's a little bit like, Oh, isn't that what tax goes towards? Don't the council cleaners or whoever get the tax money to clean the toilets anyway. So I just don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with having to pay to pee, or do you just go and leave yourself in a bush somewhere? So there is Robin Hood's Bay over there, where I've just walked from, and basically I've just followed this path all the way out of Robin Hood Bay through these fields, and it's kind of like looped around, and I'm making my way up here, and now I'm heading along there to follow the course back along. So it's like this is one of them situations where it comes inland a little bit, and this is all, by the looks of it, farmland. But yeah, that is Robin Hood's Bay, a nice little tiny village. So not much there again, not really much there to write home about, but very nice, cute and cosy. What a view. What an absolute gorgeous view from up here. Absolutely beautiful. Once again, another nice look over Robin Hood Bay. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it now. The sun keeps coming in and out, so it goes really, really chilly, and then it makes an appearance again and gets really, really hot again. Oh, go away, fly. But yeah, I'm feeling it now. My legs are getting tired. I pass these like little tea shops along the way, these little, coffee shops and tea shops and whatnot, and it's kind of like I want to go in them, but I don't, because obviously, again, because I'm on a budget and I'm trying to save money, if I go in, I'll end up just spending like £5 on like one cake or something, you know what I mean? Whereas that £5 can go towards something more better, like a proper meal or transport or whatever, So that, I understand these like small coffee shops and tea rooms along these course paths of, they're a business and they've got to make money. But yeah, I just don't want to go in there and end up spending, like £5 plus on just tea and cakes or something, you know what I mean? So I make do. I've had my milk this morning. I've not had coffee yet, but my milk suffices me. And yeah, like I say, when I do get hungry, when I'm passing somewhere, I grab what I need. So that's just saves me money, because like I say, if I call in everywhere, if I called in all them places along the way, it costs you know what I mean? It'd soon add up and it cost a fortune. So I just want to keep walking, make the most of this, well, enjoy the sunshine while I've got it. And yeah, I'm loving it right now. I'm absolutely loving it, but I just wish that sun would stay out, because it keeps going really cold. Now, what have we got here to explore, eh? What have we got here? Some old bunkers, I'm guessing. I wonder how many people have slept in there
You know, nice little cosy spot. Just got that couple there to take a picture of me up here. Yeah, I bet some people do crash here for the night. It would not surprise me. A little sheltered spot. Like I say, if it was any later, I probably would. I don't know about these bloody boards though that they go through. Not a single bit of noise. And you know what else? That sea is so calm. Like, there's no waves and there's no noise. I think this is the quietest that I've heard the sea so far. Like, there's literally not one bit of noise. Like, it's a little bit windy to say it's a little bit windy, you'd think there'd be some waves and you can hear the waves crashing up against the, you know, down here, but can't hear anything. Can't hear anything, and it's so still as well. Like, it is literally so still and so calm. I can't get over how peaceful and tranquil it is. I could literally sit here all day and enjoy this. I love them optical illusions as well with the boats where you look at them and it just looks like they're floating, doesn't it? It literally looks like they're just floating in nothingness. But yeah, so quiet, so calm. I am exhausted. You do not want to know what I've just done back here, like a gazillion steps up and down like this. Absolutely shattering. It's like, it makes it so much harder, do you know what I mean, carrying all this, because you're obviously being pulled down. If I didn't have any stuff with me, I'd fly across. I'd literally walk from one end of the country to the other. But I am exhausted. It's coming on 4:30. Let me show you something. Right up there is Scarborough. But that's about 5 miles. 5 miles. So my debate is now, do I rest up and then see if I can make it to Scarborough, or do I pitch my tent here, stay the night and start fresh again in the morning? Because like I say, it's 4:30, I've been walking all day. I've done probably about 10-15 bloody miles today of walking. I'm absolutely knackered and I don't know if I can do any more walking, if I'm completely honest. I really don't, honestly. Literally over here, you know, you can see this hill here. You can't really see where I've come from. It was such a good view. Honestly, I would have showed you what I had to, I couldn't even be bothered pulling my phone out. Literally could not even be bothered pulling my phone out. So yeah, so now I'm just debating, do I just rest for a bit and then see if I can push a little bit further onwards to Scarborough, or do I just set up my tent here and start fresh again in the morning? But it's so early. I don't like setting my tent up this early. You know what I mean? I really don't. Guys, sometimes I think to myself, why the heck am I doing this? Like, why am I doing this? So in that last clip you saw, like I say, it was 4:30 and I was sat on that bench for about half an hour, something like that, half an hour to an hour, editing my next video and whatnot, trying to sort of decide what to do next. Do I keep walking or do I just chill here? And I really wish I had just gone with my gut and just stayed there. Even though it was too early, I just wish. But I got really cold as well. I got so super cold that I thought, right, I'm gonna just walk for another hour, just another hour, and then, you know, I could see ahead of me, and I could see there was plenty of flatland. I'm like, I'm just going to walk for another hour, kill a little bit of time, and then set up my tent. Oh my God, what an absolute kerfuffle. So I followed this road down, and he ended up in this farmer's field. I ended up in this farmer's field, right? And I could see right across the field. And there was a car park. And there was an open gate, so I went through it. And I walked right across this field to this gate, to this car park that I could see. Fence. No way to get out. And I thought, right, I walk down. You know, I walk down towards, you know, the path that I should be on. You know, the course path next to the ocean. Walk down, fence. No way to get out. Literally no way to... actually, no, before that I walked up to the top of the field. No way to get out. So I walked right back across the field. I was wandering around this field for a good half an hour or so, trying to find a way out. There was no way out. There was no stile. There was no open gate. There was nothing to get out of this field. So yeah, so I makes my way to the bottom of the field, to where I see the course path. And there was another fence there, and I'm like, well, there's not a chance I'm scaling back through that field again. Not a chance. So I hopped over the fence. I didn't care if I got hurt or cut or whatever. Luckily I managed to sort of, like, there was a fence that was on its side, so I sort of managed to stretch far enough over the barbed wire so it weren't touching me, put my foot on this fence that was on a slant, and managed to get over it. Because honestly to God, this is why I don't walk through fields. This is why I don't do fields, because there's no signs and they're so disorientating walking through flipping fields. So yeah, so I've got back on path, carried on walking along. More steps. Like literally, I'm getting, my legs are about to give out from under me. So I'm walking along, more steps, and then right behind me here. And I'll show you, I'm not going to show you now because I've got in my tent and I'm knackered, but in the morning I'll show you. There's another set of steps behind me. I'm like, I'm not doing no more steps. The next piece of flat land that I see, I'm setting up my tent. I'm virtually near enough on the path here. I'm virtually near enough on the path because do you know what I mean? And where I am, I think I might be in for a bit of a windy night. I'm guessing I might be in for a bit of a windy night where I am, but I'm too tired and I just couldn't walk anymore. I literally, at one point, I had another burst of energy, and I thought I could have made it to Scarborough. I literally, the way I was walking, I thought I can make it all the way to Scarborough. But with all these steps, I'm like, no, I need to set my tent up now. I need to set, and it's now nearly 7 o'clock. So at least I've killed a few hours. But that was 2 more hours that what I didn't need to walk. 2 more hours of walking that I didn't need to do. So if I don't sleep tonight, I'm going to throw myself into the bloody ocean, I'm telling you. So I'm going to end it here because I've rambled on and none of you are going to listen to me. I'm going to put all yous to sleep. But yeah, and hopefully I'm going to go to sleep. See you tomorrow.